The earth is literally on fire, and we're still arguing over intellectual property. Humanity is at a point where collaboration matters more than ownership. And we're still trademarking fonts, and don't get me started about seeds and trademarking life. So I've had this idea, Trademark Not, TMN, Trademark Not, as in, please steal this idea, because honestly, the planet needs us more than our branding does. So here we are at this state in the world where there's chaos on our planet, and nobody's talking about taking back these patents and this copyright and all these things, like owning seeds and then closing down farms that the seeds blew on. There have been forces at play for quite some time that have set up where we are, and now people are waking up, and without ownership, with Trademark Not, please steal these ideas, we have more of a chance than ever. I mean, we also could just try to help the earth with other methods, like since we love money so much, maybe we could just take cash and dig holes and plant money. That might not work. Anyways, Trademark Not. But there's something more. There's something so much more. What if, instead of asking for this billionaire tax and having these billionaires leave because they don't want to pay taxes, how about we set up things so the billionaires have an almost voluntary tax where they can, how do you say it, pick their project and not their philanthropy and not what they, not their tax shelter, not any of that, but like here's the tax, and would you like to deal with homelessness? Would you like to deal with drought? Would you like to deal with fire? Like right now, Santa Rosa Island is on fire, and it seems like nobody's, where are heroes? Where is this group of the super heroes, the super obillionaires, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, billionaires, please, you're our only hope. Billionaires, can you please come together and do something for us all? Instead of just building your bunkers and your mansions and your yachts, have that too. It seems like you have enough. So here we are. What about we change the systems of all kinds of systems, and let's talk about what kind of world we live in, like utility monopolies, and there's such a long list. Like, we are United States of chemicals. So what if we took projects on to reduce the chemicals? We don't need to poison everything everywhere. Elementary school kids are playing on these man-made foams that smell for months and months. I walk by and I'm like, I can't breathe. And here we are, like, forgetting about whale poop, that when they lived in masses, they absorbed that poop, fed the plankton, and all this stuff, all this CO2 was absorbed. There's so much we can do. And right now we just throw all this compost in the trash and making these weird mounds all over the place full of really great organic material mixed with like batteries, because nobody recycles batteries anymore. But what if the billionaires could tackle these projects and choose, like, oh, I'm gonna create this program, and it's going to be like the Green New Deal of FDR days, of like, okay, we can hire people to solve these issues. Let's get the chemicals out of public schools. Let's figure out how to deal with bugs. Let's get owls for the rats. Let's have kids trap and capture the creatures and release them. That might be too much, but I do it all the time. Today I might have captured a black widow. Do they all have a red mark? This one didn't. It just was black. but I took it out to my far edge of the yard. There's so many great things we could do. Like, how about converting gyms into like energy producing places where everybody on their little treadmills and bicycles was like making energy, like Black Mirror episode 1. I mean, how are we not talking about this stuff? There's so many gyms and so many people. Maybe it would just power the gym. I don't know, but it would just get us going in these other directions. And why are we using like fresh water to water our lawns and our suburban homes and things like that when we have sinks and things that aren't black water, which is where the stuff comes out of the human body goes, that needs to go to a treatment facility, sort of. But in this day and age, why can't there be a switch on modern sinks of like, or, you know, this goes to the yard? And how is that not being worked on? How do we have the most advanced, sophisticated computers, robots, and yet like our sinks are made from 200 years ago? You know, our shower water could be irrigating. We could be growing food. We could have more shade, which would reduce the need for electricity in many places. These are simple things. And take so in order to do that, like reducing chemicals, instead of being United States of conglomerates, United States of Americans, where the chemicals don't need to be in your detergents and in your soaps and in all these things. They really don't. And so what are we doing at schools? That this also is insane. All this information we learn at school, now we can learn online. I'm sorry, I know it's a great place for the socialization is not great. We don't learn relateful at school. We learn the bully is bad, as opposed to what's made the bully bad. How come we help the people in pain that are doing bad things? We don't look at it like that. What if you're the bully? Does anyone ever talk, like, you know, these videos about, oh, stay away from people with bad energy? What if you're the one with bad energy? Where do you get the help? So why aren't we learning at school things that we need, like how to grow food, how to cook? Most people can't cook, so how are they going to get healthy if they can't even like know how to make rice, which I barely know how to make rice. I do know how to put it in a rice cooker. That is what I love. And of course, schools, nervous system regulation, relateful conflict resolution. So much we could do. We're forgetting how to make humans. So, oh billionaires, oh, you're my only hope, oh billionaires, oh billionaires. I get it. You don't want to pay taxes that go into systems that look like it's waste. It looks like a fraud. Like, why are they still homeless when we've spent billions on the homeless? I get it. But maybe you could be like participating in something for the greater good and starting interesting new concepts and ideas. And it's not about guilt for you're rich or the thing that people are coming at you with anger and like attack, and I get it. But what if you became the hero and it was about your legacy and your imagination and your participation, not just about getting to Mars? What if we lived in a relateful civilization? Where we start connecting systems, ecosystems, each other, future. Right now it's so disconnected. We have all these silos. We're reacting instead of relating. And we're just being fed information that may not be the most accurate information on everything. So please go stop the fire in Santa Rosa. Please. Trademark Not. But you share the ideas. There's so many simple things we can do. So many.